Your government just launched the most consequential military operation in decades, and you didn't even know it happened until President Donald Trump told you about it on his social media platform. That's kind of unheard of in today's swamp, right? While you were scrolling through your weekend feeds, President Trump quietly ordered American B-2 bombers to obliterate Iran's nuclear facilities, sites so deep underground that most experts thought they were untouchable. Those experts never met Trump. As it happens, this single decision might have prevented World War III, or potentially started it, depending on how much the other powers in question believe that Trump would do the same to them if they run their mouths too. This isn't your typical foreign policy chess move, guys. This is checkers, and Trump just cleared the board. We're breaking down exactly what happened, why nobody saw it coming, what it means for the future. Let's get into it. Hey, guys, welcome back to the channel. All right, so let's just state the obvious right out of the gate. President Trump has never been shy about Iran. From day one, he said that they are not getting a nuclear weapon on his watch. It's been a red line, loud and clear. And now, in the early stretch of his second term, after trying diplomacy, oh, how the lefties and libnuts will not want to remember that. But after trying out diplomacy up until the day of the bombing, he followed through on what he promised. We America First guys like to call that promises made, promises kept. But here's what makes this story absolutely fascinating. Over the weekend, while most of the political class was either asleep or arguing on cable news, Trump gave the green light. After a string of Israeli strikes that knocked out Iran's air defenses and did serious damage to their military structure, Trump sent in the big guns, quite literally. He ordered U.S. bombers to hit 3 major nuclear sites, Natanz, Isfahan, and Fordow. And that one was the one that buried deep enough that most experts figured only B-2 bombers with 30,000-pound bunker busters could reach. Israel didn't have those, but we did. Make no mistake, guys, this wasn't just another foreign policy headline. This was a knockout punch, or at least that's what the administration was aiming for. Now, here's the part that really stands out, and it should make you question everything that you think you know about how Washington works. Nobody knew. No leaks, no chatter, no anonymous sources mouthing off to Politico or the New York Times. Only when the mission was over and American bombers were flying home did President Trump go public. The operational security here was off the charts, and you have to be proud. Think about that for a moment. In an age where every presidential bathroom break gets leaked to the press, Trump managed to plan and execute the most significant military operation in years without a single word getting out. Either the administration has finally learned how to keep secrets, or this decision was made by such a small circle that even the usual suspects were left in the dark. For context, Iran's been doing the nuclear two-step for decades. We all know that. Every time they got slapped with sanctions, they pause. Then they sneak forward again. But before Israel kicked off its strikes, the UN's own nuclear watchdog, the International Atomic Energy Agency, they said that Iran was enriching uranium beyond civilian levels. That's code for they're getting close to weapons grade. At the rate that they were going, they had enough material for up to 10 bombs. That's not a guess. That's a chilling fact, guys. Trump wasn't playing the same old Obama game. He wasn't interested in a fancy rebrand of the 2015 deal that let Iran keep a bomb and let them keep enriching uranium and test ballistic missiles. That was in that original horrific Iran deal. He wanted an actual deal, Trump did, one that ended enrichment, ended the threat, and put Iran in check for good. Let's put it that way. So last Thursday, he drew a line in the sand. He told Iran's leaders, give up your nuclear program once and for all, or get hit with devastating American strikes within 2 weeks. Iran shrugged. They yawned. They weren't budging. At that point, if Trump had done nothing, it would have sent a signal to every rogue regime that American red lines are just colorful suggestions. So he acted. But here's where things get constitutionally messy and, frankly, a little concerning. Now, This is the part that people will argue over. Did Congress sign off? No. Should they have signed off? It's questionable. That's what the Constitution says, but let's not pretend this is new. Since 9/11, presidents from both parties have used the 2001 authorization for use of military force to justify strikes on threats tied to terrorism. And Iran qualifies, whether Chuck Schumer or Hakeem Jeffries agree. They've been attacking American interests with proxies like Hezbollah and the Houthis for nearly 50 years. Just weeks ago, Trump hit the Houthis in Yemen after they provoked U.S. forces. Now, that's precedent. Sure, it would have been better for Congress to step up and authorize a new AUMF, one written specifically for Iran. But given that Iran is still the world's #1 sponsor of anti-American terror, Trump's decision fits right in line with past American responses to jihadist threats. Several presidents have promised Iran wouldn't get a bomb. Trump's the one who actually embraced it. And think about this too, guys. Had they gone to Congress and had them work it out, you don't think the Democrats would have leaked it to Iran? I believe they would have. People forget that if Iran had gotten a nuclear weapon, it wouldn't need to drop it on us to win. Guys, this is the important part that people don't want to talk about on the left. Just having one, just having a bomb would make them untouchable. They could fund terrorism, destabilize the Middle East, and dare anyone to respond. That's what this whole thing was about, cutting off that possibility for good. It wasn't about dropping the bomb on us or using it on Israel. It was about they would become the ultimate global blackmailer using their bomb. Oh, really? Well, we'll bomb you if you don't give us this, that, and the other thing. It's what North Korea has been doing. But North Korea hasn't been threatening to blow up the United States and Israel for the last 20 some odd years. When he addressed the country, Trump said that the facilities had been completely and totally obliterated. He didn't seem eager to escalate further, but he was clear that if Iran struck back, if they retaliated, that we would hit them again. No hesitation. That's what deterrence looks like, guys. Not saying you draw a line in the sand, and then when they go over the line, oh, it wasn't our line. Remember that with Obama? Now, here's the million-dollar question that nobody in the mainstream media wants to ask. What happens next? Because Iran isn't exactly known for taking punches and walking away quietly. They've spent decades building proxy networks specifically for moments just like this. The real test isn't whether Trump can blow up buildings. It's whether he can manage what comes after. I think he can. If the bombing truly dismantled Iran's nuclear ambitions, this move will be remembered as a turning point, not just in the region, but for global security. Trump didn't just talk, he acted, and the threat may finally be neutralized. But here's the thing about foreign policy. It's never that simple. Every action creates 10 new reactions, and we're about to find out what Iran's playbook looks like when they've been backed into a corner. The next few weeks will tell us whether Trump just solved one of America's biggest security challenges or whether he just lit the fuse on something much bigger. What we do know is this. For the first time in decades, a president drew a red line and actually enforced it. Whether you love Trump or hate him, that is significant. It sends a message to every hostile regime on the planet that American threats aren't just diplomatic theater anymore. They're promises to be kept. And in a world where China is watching Taiwan, Russia is eyeing up Eastern Europe, and North Korea is rattling sabers, that message might be exactly what we needed to send. All right, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Spread the word.